The 10 most powerful U.S. weapons in the world. The United States military is considered one of the leading fighting forces in the world. The United States is also one of the nations with the largest military budget in the world. In other words, the United States spends more money on its military than any other country in the world. This is reflected in its modern weaponry and in the development of new weapons to support its troops. The U.S. military managed to be one of the most powerful military forces on the planet for a very simple reason: to be one of the countries with the best military weapons in the world, and that is why in this video we want to show you the 10 best weapons of the U.S. Army. Welcome to Top USA Entertainment. Number 10. The Patriot MIM-104. It is the most powerful long-range mobile air defense system in the United States. This defense system is capable of detecting and destroying tactical ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and also detecting and destroying the most advanced aircraft that exist in the world. The Patriot system was manufactured from 1976 in the United States, and entered service in 1981. They were first deployed during the First Gulf War in 1990. The system since its manufacture has received many improvements and updates. The Patriot defense system is part of an integrated U.S. missile defense system. The weapon is also intended for the protection of industrial and creative centers, naval bases and airfields from enemy air attack. Other features include a short response time, also the ability to car multiple targets simultaneously. It also has good ground mobility, and can withstand electronic interference. The Patriot defense system is expected to remain active in the United States until 2040. Number 9. LGM30. It is a powerful aircraft with heavy ground attack armament of the United States. This armament is used exclusively by the United States Air Force. It made its first flight in 1966, and entered service in 1968, and flew its first combat mission on November 9, 1967 in Vietnam. Over the years, the aircraft has been equipped with a variety of side-firing trucks. It was also mounted with missiles and bombs in the wings, and laser-guided missiles launched from the rear cargo door, which earned him the nickname Angel of Death. This aircraft can be piloted even in adverse weather conditions. The main missions of what was 130 are ground troop support, convoy escort, urban flight operations and armed reconnaissance. Also the defense of prayer air bases. The aircraft is expected to reach full operational capability by 2023. Number 8. Abrams MA2. The tank is considered to be one of the most powerful and modern tanks in the world. This tank is operated by the United States and its NATO allies. This tank entered service in 1999 and has since been battle-tested many times. The Abrams MA2 with 1,000 units in service. It is regarded as a backbone of the U.S. ground force. The vehicle is armed with an animalized cannon of 120 mm, and two machine guns M240 of 7.62 mm, and another of 50 caliber, and has a depleted uranium armor coated with steel, to offer a high level of protection to its crew. It is planned to remain in service beyond 2050. Number 7. F22 Raptor. It is a powerful fighter jet that is in the arsenal of the United States. The F-22 Raptor is claimed to be one of the most advanced fighter jets currently in existence in the United States. It had its first flight on September 7, 1997 and was inducted into the United States Air Force in 2005. The F-22 is designed to penetrate enemy airspace undetected. It also possesses radical maneuvering capabilities and the ability to fly at supersonic speed without afterburner, making it the most dominant air superiority fighter, and one of the most advanced in the world. The F-22 Raptor has a maximum flight range of 2,960 kilometers. It is a fifth-generation single-seat, twin-engine fighter aircraft conceived in the United States. The Raptor is expected to be in service with the U.S. Air Force until at least 2060. Number 6. LGM30 Minuteman. It is a nuclear-capable intercontinental ballistic missile that sits in beefed-up silos around the United States. It is a nuclear deterrent that could be used to counter any external nuclear attack. It is currently the only type of intercontinental missile remaining operational in the United States with a land-based basis. The Minuteman began development in 1964, and entered service in 1970 with a force of 550 nuclear missiles. The United States typically conducts 2 or more tests of this missile per year. This is to ensure that the arsenal works and is reliable. Currently, the United States has an estimated 440 missiles scattered in 50 silos below ground. Each missile has an explosive capacity of 475 kilotons, and is capable of carrying a payload of 3 re-entry vehicles and has a maximum intercontinental range of 13,000 kilometers. These missiles are under the control of the U.S. Air Global Strike Command. They are expected to be operational until 2030. Number 5. B-2 Spirit. The B-2 Spirit nuclear bomber is an aircraft reserved for use against top priority targets. The B-2 Spirit is also the most expensive fighter jet ever built worldwide. It is a low-observation strategic bomber, which was originally designed for an eventual nuclear attack on the heart of the Soviet Union during the Cold War in 1988. The first flight of the B-2 took place on the 17th of July 1991, and entered service in 1997 with the United States Air Force. He made his combat debut in 1999. The B-2 Spirit bomber is armed with 16 air-launched cruise missiles. These stealth missiles were actually designed to penetrate advanced air defense systems. Other weapons it carries include thermonuclear free-fall bombs, penetration bombs, and guided bombs. The United States Air Force operates 20 B-2 bombers. They are expected to be operational until 2032, when they are replaced by the B-21 Raider. Number 4. F-35 Lightning II. It is the second state-of-the-art aircraft that the United States has. The F-35 is also the U.S. Air Force's most modern fighter jet. Also considered the most advanced and most expensive military weaponry in the history of the United States. The F-35 Lightning II had its first flight on December 15, 2006. It was introduced in 2015 into the United States Air Force. This armament has the mission of protecting the airspace, supporting aerial reconnaissance and air defense for the U.S. and allied military forces. The F-35 has a maximum range of 2,220 kilometers. It is a fifth-generation, single-seat, stealth-capable multi-role combat aircraft. The United States plans to purchase 24 56 F-35s through 2044, which will account for the bulk of practical manned air power from the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps for several decades. The aircraft is expected to be in service by 2070. Number 3. The U.S. Aircraft Carrier Fleet. It is another powerful and important military asset that this country has. The United States is the only country in the world to have 11 aircraft carriers, followed by 2 from China. This makes the U.S. aircraft carrier fleet the largest in the world. The largest and most recent of these warships is the Ford-class super aircraft carrier. The Ford class of aircraft carriers of the United States carries the largest combat air force in the world. The Ford class can carry 85 fighter aircraft of different types, including the F-35. It can also export naval helicopters and drones. Ford-class defensive weapons include 2 launchers with 32 missiles. It also has 21 missiles that are used against close-range anti-ship missiles. In addition, it has 4 20mm rotary trucks. The United States, by operating the world's largest aircraft carrier rota, will remain an undisputed maritime force on Earth. Number 2. Trident 2D5 missile. It is the second most powerful missile that the United States has. They are state-of-the-art intercontinental ballistic missiles that are launched from nuclear submarines of the United States Navy. The Trident 2D5 is another nuclear deterrent to that country. The missile was developed in 1979 year. The first test launch took place in January 1987. Later, in 1990, it was deployed and put into service on U.S. nuclear submarines. The Trident 2D5 is a 3-stage missile, which can carry up to 12 re-entry vehicles, has an explosive capacity of 475 kilotons, and a maximum intercontinental range of 12,000 kilometers. The United States currently has 336 Trident missiles, which are operational on 14 nuclear submarines. The United States plans to keep these missiles in service until 2027. Number 1. B-83 nuclear bomb. At more than a ton in weight, it is the largest nuclear bomb on its shoulder by the U.S. military. Its explosive power is 1.2 megatons, making it more powerful than any of the nuclear power dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II in 1945. The B-83 was developed by the United States in the late 1970s. The first underground test detonation of the B-83 took place on December 15, 1984, and entered service in 1983 to this day. The B-83 is regarded as the primary strategic weapon of nuclear deterrence, unlike other bombs that need a rocket to be fired. The B-83 uses only gravity, it is a freefall bomb, so it needs nuclear-certified aircraft such as the B-2 bomber, or the B-52 Stratofortress, to be launched from the air. The US has about 650 B-83 bombs, and the weapon will remain in service as part of the durable stockpile for years to come in the United States. That's all folks, don't forget to like it and follow us on our channel for more videos and interesting news. Remember this Top USA Entertainment, I wish you an excellent day. Thank you very much and see you next time.